Y'all really don't edit this?
We do sometimes.
Yeah, we edit the shit out of this podcast.
Oh, you said you don't edit it.
We were making a joke to you.
Oh.
Even though we promised no lies whatsoever, ever.
Well, that wasn't a lie. That was just like...
That was a fib.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was just
I'm done snacking, I swear.
Okay.
Right. Were you guys VeggieTales heads? You
Oh,
were
yeah.
homeschooled, so yes.
Oh, yeah.
The answer is yes.
Absolutely
It
not.
was absolutely a VeggieTales.
Do you remember Larry Boy and the rumor weed?
Yeah.
Better watch out for the rumor weed. And the whole thing was like, don't tell rumors. Like, I believe it was like, don't gossip and shit.
Yeah. Which is a big thing in church, but
Is
also, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Because my mom loves gossip.
Oh, no. Well,
Oh,
that
no,
doesn't
they
mean
do
they
it
don't
like crazy,
gossip. That
but-
just means, like, they tell you not to.
Yeah.
I feel like people in power always say, like, don't gossip.
They're like, I don't want to gossip, but...
But here I go about a
proceeds to
gossip.
Yeah.
Yeah, for real.
Or it's
Today
like,
we're taking down the church on this ain't a scene.
or like, have you ever heard like an old Southern lady say like, "Oh, bless her heart," about like, and that's the most passive aggressive. Like she is talking shit about somebody.
Yeah,
know what I mean?
That's old Southern white lady for kill yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's like somebody.
That's old Southern white lady for it's Get It Back Tuesday. If you're still asleep, kill yourself.
Wait, hold on. Can we get
up?
a couple seconds of silence for room tone? All right, thanks.
Room Tone. Who's
room
that?
tone.
He's
I don't
good
know.
friends with Timothy.
Yeah.
This is my brother, Room Tone.
Well, welcome back to This Ain't a Scene, It's a Podcast.
Oh, thank you for welcoming me back.
I am one of your hosts, Dawson. He, him pronouns. I kept forgetting to do that, but now I remember. And
I think we only needed to say it on the first episode. Honestly.
yeah, some people might be coming in on like not the first episode.
Yeah.
Some people might just really hate Love from the Other Side and don't want to hear us talk about it.
They might. Yeah. I'm your other host, Carson. Also he, him, just for a little refresher.
I'm gonna change it up here
with
the pronouns.
and refuse to do that.
I'm not your host. I'm just a frequent guest and friend.
Yeah, frequent guest, friends, best friends.
Oh my god, best friend.
Mortal
best
enemy.
friend.
I would say best friends.
I would hope you'd say that.
I would hope you would say that also.
Yeah.
But
Who are
recently
you?
You've been saying Dan's your best friend, so you know.
It kind of depends on the day. Anyways, my name.
I feel like I haven't annoyed you in a really long time.
That's true. I feel like
actually annoyed you. Like I've done little things here and there. But
yeah.
I feel like recently we've been pretty hunky dory.
Yeah, we've been good. We're friends.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Next week,
my name's Maddie Caffrey. You can use she, her pronouns.
Holy crap!
Yeah.
It's Maddie.
Holy
Caffrey.
crap!
Holy crap! A woman.
It's Maddie Caffrey of the Callous Cowboys.
What?
Back to talk about her favorite
Back once
Fall Out Boy
again.
song.
Yeah,
Back.
back once again.
This ain't your dad's podcast.
This ain't your dad's goddamn podcast.
That's right. Babe.
Back once again.
Fucking VeggieTales rumor weed.
Yeah.
I just wanted to throw that out there. The rumor weed was genuinely like pretty scary, and every time that a rumor spread, it would get bigger, right? And at the end of the-
like it's
at
a
the end-
weed.
Yeah.
Like it's a
Like
weed,
it's
yeah, the
like you need
rumor
to
weed.
stop that.
Not like the
Or-
VeggieTales are all smoking loud. and it's
No, I was
causing-
like,
It
I'm
was-
smoking the VeggieTales rumor
It was
weed.
uniquely frightening to the VeggieTales.
You should
because
tweet that though.
Weeds have a directly adverse effect to vegetables. So, like,
Right? Yeah.
Oh,
I think I could
together.
do if we turned on that if we turned on that film Das Kino.
Yes.
I think I could probably do every line of that movie.
yeah.
But that's my milk money. That's there's a little celery that says that, I believe. So VeggieTales was popping off.
Yeah. I used to be a big VeggieTales head.
Yeah. No.
Larry Boy was my idol.
We have friends that work for VeggieTales now, who we should have on the pod, honestly.
Future guests of the pod,
Andrew
VeggieTales.
Simmons.
Andrew
Yeah.
Simmons.
Andrew Simmons of VeggieTales fame. How you doing, Maddie?
Oh, I'm alright. I don't know anything about VeggieTales.
It's
'cause
only
Lizard.
only been one episode since you were on. We only did one without you, and now you're back because
Yeah.
I don't know if you heard, but we made the executive decision to respin twice last episode because we landed on a like super obscure B-side from PAX AM days that you could only get with a download code from buying the 7-inch.
Oh, who even cares?
It's a cover too.
Yeah.
And then we landed on another cover on the wheel. So we were like, we're going to spin it a third time. No matter what it is, we're doing it.
Yeah.
And we landed on this.
It's my favorite Fall Out Boy song.
It's your favorite
ever,
Fall Out Boy
and that's
song.
why I'm back.
This is the fastest we've ever gotten into an episode. So I feel like I should delay it a little bit by saying.
Okay. If you want to keep.
By saying, yesterday, day before, when was it?
What are you referring to?
When I texted you about the thing. Remember the thing that is good pod talk.
Oh, that was yesterday.
Was that yesterday? Okay.
Yeah.
For anyone who doesn't know, the Young Veins posted on Instagram.
What?
Yeah.
How did nobody tell me this?
Because I was waiting to tell you on here.
What?
Yeah.
Live reaction.
They posted
Live Maddie
understanding of the
reaction.
young
live
veins.
Maddie reaction.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Deleted everything off their Instagram and then posted new cover art of their one album.
Yeah.
So
I'm
some
pulling
kind
it
of
up
reissue,
right
leading me to believe that some NDA is
Oh,
up
is broken because of Panic breaking
because
up.
of Panic breaking up. Yeah,
Or maybe there's like some rights to like some demos or something that were ceded to him or
something like that. Yeah.
now. Well, the thing is,
Interesting.
So we'll see.
like the post is an alternate cover art of their album "Take a Vacation," and I'm about to double check right now. But
I didn't hate that album totally.
I haven't listened.
I should revisit it
because I'm a fool. But
You were kind of like still. I think you were still fresh out the oven when that one came out, though.
Dawson's not that much younger than us. Jesus Christ on a cracker,
fresh out the oven.
fresh out the oven.
I'm about to find out
Just a little
how
bun.
inaccurate that statement is in like 2 seconds.
So it looks like they're doing something.
Interesting.
Yeah, that came out in 2010.
Ryan
So
Ross.
it's over. So it's 13 years old almost.
Okay,
I
so
hope
they.
he-
All right.
What?
So this,
Oh.
I'm about to see if this is like anything special.
Okay.
It's not. They just reposted the cover for the deluxe version of "Take a Vacation" that came out in 2019. It's got a few bonus tracks on it. I was about to check if they were new, but they've been around since 2019 when that album came out. But
still weird that they posted it.
they
and deleted
posted it
everything
2 days ago.
2 days ago.
Interesting.
Yeah. So we'll have to see what that is. See what comes of that. I think at least at this point, that means that the Panic stuff has been dissolved. Any legality stuff has been.
Well, I don't know. Like, what?
It might not be a legal thing. It could just be a hype thing.
What
Could be a hype
would
thing,
that like? What NDAs would be in place that would have effect on the Young Veins in general?
Well, I mean, what Maddie was saying, where there was like, there may have been some demos that were like under contract. Oh, Glory being one of them, maybe. I don't know.
Well, that
Some stuff.
song was technically released.
That song was technically
like,
released, but
I don't know if there's stuff that because maybe an early version of it has Brendon tracked on it. Maybe that, or I don't know. I don't know what the possibilities could be. I think it's more of a hype move more than it is a.
yeah.
I think it'll.
I mean,
I think
is,
it's just good for Ryan Ross's career. I'm sure he's itching to get back to it anyway. He just really
probably
hasn't done anything like at all. I have no idea what he's done.
Do you think that like it maybe getting back out there felt weird while Panic was active, or like
That's also true.
Yeah.
I mean, it would probably be.
he's a local god,
he is a local god.
as we learned from Viva Las Vengeance. Fucking. I was
fucking
thinking about
brought
that
him
song
up
when we were
again.
talking about it the other day, and I was like, damn, like what an asshole. Take a shot, Brendon Urie is for writing that song.
He's really writing a song about a member that hasn't been in his band in like.
I don't
nearly
even know. I don't
15
even know if
years.
I'd call him an asshole for that because he's just like saying like you have it so much better than I do, and my life
that's
is
like the whole
miserable.
point of that song is that Ryan Ross has it better than Brendon Urie does.
How?
Great question.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's
I don't even know what Ryan has done. He doesn't even hardly post
Yeah.
on Instagram.
well, he's like the chorus of that song is You'll Live Forever as a Local God. It's even better than The Thing You're Not, which like implying The Thing You're Not is what Brendon is.
Yeah.
So like, I don't know. I guess Brendon like fucking hates.
That's a bunch of cope. It must be that Brendon has heard criticisms of him not being as good of a songwriter, which are right.
Which
even
are
though,
true.
Even though
Who said that?
I don't even think Brian Ross is perfect because the Young Vane stuff is not that great. And like people didn't love the Pretty Odd stuff. I think those are.
I did.
I love. Don't
I
get me
still
wrong.
do.
I
love
really
that
like
record.
Pretty Odd, but like I don't think it had the lasting like impact that
I think it's turning around.
his first record
Like
did.
when it came out at first, I think people were really confused and called it like Beach Boys ripoff
Yeah.
if they weren't a fan
Beatles
of Panic.
rip-off, Beach Boys rip-off,
Yeah, just
et
big
cetera.
ripoff energy. But like I think lately it's turned around where
Definitely.
like people are appreciating what it has to offer.
I think that record was super unique.
Their
It had a
least
lot.
streamed song is a song from that album.
Which
I mean,
one?
it still has like 23 million plays.
Wait, their least streamed song ever?
Mm-hmm. Out of all the records.
There's not like a deep cut from like one of these later records
no.
that is
no.
less streamed than.
I'm gonna.
That's kind of sad.
Yeah.
I can't verify because mobile Spotify doesn't have stream numbers.
Well, I watched it in a YouTube video.
Oh, okay.
I got to get off YouTube Shorts. It was like least streamed songs from Panic at the Disco. I forget which one it was, but it was. I remember it was one where I was like, "Oh, it's Folkin' Around."
Really?
That is
I
the
like
least.
that
I like that
song.
song
That
a
was a
lot.
good
Yeah.
one.
I mean, it kind of feels like a little interlude type like
Yeah.
but it's
throwaway
fun.
song, but
Yeah.
I think it's cute.
I like that
Yeah.
record.
My favorite
And
Panic
I mean,
record.
like commercially, didn't that record not do very well? Like it. I mean,
I don't remember.
Maybe in comparison to Fever.
See, I
probably
think
not, but-
they probably could have done anything coming off of Fever, and it would have done pretty good.
Oh, I mean, it did pretty well, but
That was just really strange. That like little pocket of time was
Yeah.
a really strange time for musicians. I felt like because streaming wasn't a thing yet, and I don't
but
think
there was still an in between of like physical sales were down for all formats.
yeah, and like vinyl really hadn't made because I felt
vinyl
like
hadn't come back at all.
if
no.
vinyl had the same impact now as it did back then it
Yeah.
probably would have been
Whereas
perfectly fine.
Fever still came out in an era where people were buying CDs.
Yeah, that caught the last tailwind of people buying CDs. Also, something just like a little, if I remember correctly of this era, if it's not right at 2000, was it 9 when this came out? When that came out, if it's not right at 2009 or 2008,
Yeah.
it might be in the like couple of years following it, like up to 2011. YouTube was working out all their copyright policy.
Yeah.
So I remember the entire Fueled by Ramen channel was entirely flagged, even though it was their
Wow.
own
It
stuff.
was their own stuff.
Yeah.
So
Damn.
like all of that stuff like was uploaded onto there, and I think it like this. I might have a warped perspective because that's how I got into a lot of music was through YouTube and stuff like that. And I just remember that like. They also Fueled by Ramen also tried to pump a ton of video content. They made little mini vlog channels for all of their artists and made them like post on them constantly.
I remember the Versa merge.
Do you remember TAI TV?
Of course, yes. Yes, I remember.
And I think Covert Starship
Thai
had
TV.
one, and the Cab had one. Anyways,
Yeah.
but like, I don't know. I think I wouldn't really judge that album by its sales.
Which I think that
I think touring wise, it did pretty well though.
Yeah.
I mean, because they did that live in Denver album that everyone loves so much.
Well, they also did they remember the Honda Civic tours.
What?
Yeah, I went to one. I went to the Honda Civic.
I don't
Yeah.
know what this is.
It was they did 2 Honda Civic ones.
Did you see well, they did it a few years in a row. Honda Civic tour used to be this thing where like, I think it was sponsored by Honda Civic, Honda.
Honda.
And they would
Hardly know
get
her.
someone to custom paint a Honda Civic to like match the artwork of like the
Yeah,
headlining
yeah.
band.
They did one for Vices and Virtues.
The Vices and
Did they
Virtues
do
Honda
that
Civic.
again? Because I remember Pretty
Yeah.
Odd tour was
Well, it was the Vices and Virtues tour, but it was I think it may have been even the last Honda Civic tour or the second to last. Because I remember they had like projection lights that had the Honda Civic tour logo on them in between sets at that tour.
Interesting.
And I want to say that Fun and Foxy Shazam were sharing a drum kit.
Oh, it was that tour. That makes me livid that
I saw that and you didn't?
Yes.
Yeah, it was awesome. It was like the best show I've ever seen. Fun and Foxy Shazam were sharing a kit, and the kick drum said 2011 Honda Civic tour on it.
Wow.
So
that was the one tour that you could have ever gotten them to see come on live.
Yep, and I saw it. Yeah.
Die.
That's fucked up.
Fucking kill yourself.
It was amazing. It was so good. That song had come out like a week before. I'd also seen My Chem a week before at the same venue.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, see, I went to that show. I think that was why
you and I were at that show. Yeah.
That was why I didn't go to the Panic one, because I was like, well, fuck Panic. I'm going to see. Yeah, I gotta see My Chem.
The girl I had a crush on had an extra My Chem ticket, and I went with her. And then.
Sorry, I can't schmooze women into.
Yeah, well, listen, I said I had a crush on her. She didn't have a crush on me at all.
Damn.
She was like, I just want to be friends.
Ticket.
Yeah.
And here we are, everybody.
One of those Honda Civic tours, I believe, was Blink-182 and
Fall Out Boy.
Was it Fall Out Boy or My Chem?
Blink-182 and My Chem. Yeah.
Because I went and saw that
with
tour.
With Manchester Orchestra opening.
They opened a leg of it.
Yeah.
I think, because the one that I saw had Matt and Kim.
That sucks. That like actually is ass, dude.
It was also at like a fucking amphitheater.
It was at Lakewood, wasn't it?
Yeah, which is so stupid. That's not. I hate going to.
Yeah, that place sucks.
Like, especially to see like My Chem. It's so underwhelming seeing them in an environment like that.
That's where I saw. That's where I saw Panic and Weezer.
Tweezer.
Yeah.
Tweezer.
That I wish Weezer had done that with every big like co-headliner they did, where they just named it.
Oh, like Foozer?
Yeah, because they did I don't know if you know this, they did a big like 5-band tour with Foo Fighters, Brand New, Hot Heat, and Death from Above 1979, and it was called the Foozer Tour. It was awesome. So sick.
That's so funny.
It's just so funny to think about that lineup. Like, that lineup is so funny. Every time I think about it, I'm like, God damn, that is insane.
Death from Above should thank their lucky stars.
That's the tour they broke up on.
Really?
Yeah, that's the tour that they like.
Weezer killed them.
A little bit, yeah.
Damn.
They finished that tour and then they were like, nah. So I think that tour may have broken up Hot Heat too. But Hot Heat's been back for a little while. So
yeah.
Anyway, no, I think I'm wrong about that tour breaking up Hot Heat. I want to say that Hot Heat did a tour with like, it was like a tour with like Smashing Pumpkins, and Billy Corgan was like, you guys suck or something like that.
Damn.
Oh my God.
Which is hilarious. No, but yeah, fucking Honda Civic tour. We got to backtrack. I was gonna talk about something. I was gonna talk Pretty Odd. I just remember because there's a Pretty Odd tour, or there was a Honda Civic tour, then there was a Pretty Odd tour. When we were talking about physical sales declining and streaming not quite being there yet, that little pocket of time, 2008 to what, like 2011, 2012 ish.
Yes.
I was going to say that I think one of the biggest victims of that era, was the Cab. Like, because
they shot themselves in the foot if you listen to that music, though.
I mean, if you listen to Symphony Soldier, sure. One of the biggest crimes is that they named a follow-up to Whisper War Symphony Soldier, which, like, just drop the shtick, do something new. Like, bro. Why would you do that?
They also couldn't hold on to their lineup. And
yeah, because Ian Crawford joined Panic at the Disco for a little while.
Yeah, he's also a very talented guitarist.
He's an insane... What is he doing now?
I don't know.
Maybe he's in the new E-Tid band.
We know cool. He's not, but that's a nice thought.
Yeah, that'd be cool. I wonder what he's up to, because I know that...
I'd look it up. I'd go check out whatever he's
What
doing,
a good guitar player.
Like,
yeah, he was amazing.
I don't know if I'm falsely accrediting him, but I feel like he... you never know who like is really doing.
It was him and the keyboard player that wrote everything for the Cab.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if Dawson's very familiar with the Cab.
I have my friend Jen, who I've brought up a few times on this pod.
Yeah,
shout out
future
Jen.
guest of the pod.
Future guest of the pod.
Mm-hmm.
Nope, I don't know who this is actually.
There's one song that will force you to check out after this.
Yeah,
that
it's so good.
Well, so Patrick Stump produced their whole first record basically,
yeah.
And then there's one song that has Brendon and Patrick features on it.
And it's so good.
It kind of slaps.
It's one of the best songs, period.
But that band kind of like flash in the pan moment for Fueled by Ramen. They had
I'm really surprised When We Were Young didn't tap them for like something, or, you know, unless they're all doing other things in the entertainment industry, I don't know why that band would be hard to bring back.
Maybe now they'd be easier. I feel like at that point that was kind of hard to market because they were like almost Maroon 5 core, but you're trying to market it to like...
Yeah, like early Maroon 5 core. But they were trying to market it to emo girls.
Yeah, they're trying to market it to tweens, which I don't think is like impossible, but like...
No.
I don't know. I also have lots of criticisms of Fueled by Ramen's like marketing strategies from that specific era. But
I think Versamerge is like the biggest failure of that era because I thought they were pretty good, but like...
Well, you know they Fueled by Ramen actively... I believe it's Versamerge. I could be thinking of... What was
Sierra Custerbeck is her name.
Well,
that singer. Yeah.
Versamerge specifically got like bottom of the totem pole treatment.
Yeah, because of Paramore, right?
Yeah, because they didn't want to like for some reason Fueled by Ramen was afraid that they were going to be like shooting themselves in the foot
by having two girls.
Yeah, like they thought that they would be like kind of competing with each other, and they just like Paramore has always just been a monster, and like they didn't want to risk.
And they wrote a good song called Monster.
That song's awesome.
That song's sick.
We should start a Paramore podcast and go through every single Paramore song because they're all good.
We've talked about this. Once we're done with every Fall Out Boy podcast, we do. I mean, presumably, if we still like each other by the end of this, we do want to keep it rolling. So we're, you know,
there's a lot of bands we could.
There's a lot of bands we could do.
Yeah.
Talked about Dave Matthews.
Some DMB.
Be here for 40 years.
How many albums does Dave Matthews have?
Oh, like 17 or something like that.
Jesus
It's a
Christ.
lot. Yeah. It's a lot of songs. I mean, the wheel would just not even function. It wouldn't be a real wheel. Let's get into this song.
It's
I don't know how to pronounce this song. I mean, for years we've said G.I.N.A.S.F.S, but there's an extra S in there. It's G.I.N.A.S.F.S.
G.I.N.A.S.F.S.
Oh, yeah.
So,
G.I.N.A.S.F.S.
G.I.N.A.S.F.S.
I was in the car like
remix.
listening to this song over and over again, and I like made a point to figure out how I would try and pronounce it, and I think it's G.I.N.A.S.F.S.
Okay, and you can hear a clip of that song right now. And it's over.
I hope you enjoyed that little clip of the song.
Yeah.
It stands for gay isn't a synonym for shitty.
Which is not, right? Because that would be GIF. Yeah. Gay is not a synonym for shitty.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. We talked about this. We talked about this on your last episode.
Well, I just wanted to refresh the audience.
Yeah. Of course. Yeah. Maybe they didn't listen to your
Maybe
first
they didn't listen to the last episode.
Maybe they heard. Maddie Caffrey's gonna be on it. Or they actually good reason to not listen to it is because it is a Mania song. So
yeah.
So I mean, let's talk about it.
Let's just jump into it.
Dawson, I know you did the deep dive a few months ago with listening to every song they had released. I think, right?
I did every main album.
Every main album.
Yeah.
So was this included?
B-sides. No.
This was not included. So was this your first listen to this song?
Yes.
Wow. Okay. All right.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I wish I could hear this song for the first time again because this is like, the one thing I wanted to bring up because I didn't research it because I'm an idiot. Does anybody know why this didn't make the record?
Honestly, I don't know why. I'm guessing it's just because they had too many good songs.
And also, I wanted to bring up the possibility that this may have been like brought together as early as Cork Tree. What are you smiling at on your little phone?
I was looking at I wanted to pull up the Genius article for it, and I got to track down this T-shirt, but it's probably a one of one. I don't know if it was made like other times. It's Gabe Saporta from Cobra Starship wearing a shirt that says Gabe is not a synonym for shitty.
That's awesome.
Which is so
so dope.
No, actually what it says is Gabe is not a synonym for Siski, which is an even deeper reference.
What is Siski?
Siski is Adam Siska from the Academy is.
Oh.
Who has since gone on to play bass for Carly Rae Jepsen.
That's right.
Nice.
He is the
I don't know if he's
bassist.
still in that band or still with Carly Rae Jepsen.
Yeah.
I know he was for a while because I was following him on Instagram. I think maybe I still am. I don't know. And I remember seeing him post like playing in like stadiums with her and stuff, and I was like, oh, that's so cool. The Academy is I wouldn't go do.
That's awesome. Good for him. I cannot find a reason why this was cut at all.
I don't think they've ever said. It really just seems like a case of like they had too many songs on there.
Yeah.
And then they had to cut some.
Which, if I had to switch out a song on Infinity on High, I would easily switch this one for Bang the Doldrums.
Yeah.
Just bringing that up immediately.
Off rip. Get rid of that one.
But also, sequencing what works for the album, what serves the record.
Truthfully, I kind of love this the newer era of streaming that kind of doesn't matter if something's a bonus track.
Yeah.
In hindsight, it kind like because this one is it it's hard to say I do when I don't.
It's hard to say I do when I don't is the other one.
Is the other B-side, and I kind of just consider those Infinity on High songs because all you have to do is click on the deluxe version
to get it
service, and then you can just listen to the full thing. Like, I don't know, but because like it was one thing when like I don't know when Fall Out Boy put out that compilation, like when they broke up or went on hiatus the first time. That one had B-sides on it.
That one had new
and
songs.
That kind of makes sense.
Yeah,
I guess. But
well, Alpha Dog had been released as a B-side to This Ain't a Scene. When they used to do like B-side singles.
Oh,
the
interesting.
iTunes release of This Ain't a Scene has Alpha Dog on it.
Weird.
Yeah.
I thought that was promoted
which I love that song. That song.
Alpha
awesome.
Dog is such a sick song. I thought they kind of because they made a little music video that I think was just like tour footage compilation or something. But I thought they like just really put that song out as something that was like new to get you to buy that record and to like so they would kind of technically have a single.
It was new for a lot of people.
It was new for a lot of people, and I don't know how long that single existed for. I don't know if like when the record came out they like pulled it from everywhere or whatever, but like you could find Alpha Dog before Believers Never Die.
Interesting.
Because I remember that at one point I was just combing through shit before that came out, probably just on YouTube with Folly or something like that. I used to do that with a lot of bands. I realized the other day that like half of the like Linkin Park songs that I thought were on Hybrid Theory are actually like demos, like unreleased songs that people found and shit like that. So I think this was one of those, along with Pavlov, which you couldn't get anywhere unless you
still really can't find that song hardly anywhere.
Yeah, no. I think they're going to put it on streaming eventually because so many people talk about it. But this one in particular, the song we're talking about today, gosh, I really, really like this song.
What was Dawson your first impression?
Yeah. Your first impression of this song today when you listen to it.
I think this shit rules.
Yeah. Give us more. Give us more.
I was like actually kind of surprised at how good it was.
Why is that?
Because like I thought it was just a lot better than a lot of the stuff on Infinity, and I like Infinity a lot.
Yeah.
But like I just something about this one, I was like, damn, this shit bangs. Like the main riff is really great, and the chorus is like there's just a bunch of catchy melodies all over this song. And the lyrics are really interesting too. Like I genuinely don't know why it wasn't on the original album. Yeah,
I mean, so I think you could swap Bang the Doldrums out with this. I feel like you could swap Fame Infamy out with this. There's and maybe even like so Actual Theory. I think this song might be a little too close to Hum Hallelujah.
I think that's valid.
And Hum Hallelujah, because Linkin Park was just talking about this. They just dropped 2 new songs for the Meteora 20-year thing, and these are like finished, fully fleshed out songs that Chester sang on all of them, and they like remixed them and So they're going to be out with all these unreleased Meteora songs. They were just talking about how they didn't put this song Lost on the record because it sounded too much like Numb. Yeah. And they were like, Numb's the closing track on Meteora, which is such a baller move, by the way. One of the best songs ever, and they made it the last song on the record. They were like, if it comes before Numb, it spoils it. And if it comes after Numb, then it's like Numb spoils Lost. Yeah. So that's why they waited, nearly 20 years to drop this song. Yeah. That's kind of how this feels. This kind of feels like Hum Hallelujah has such a cool idea of sampling or interpolating the Hallelujah chorus. Oh, yeah. That it's like, and this song doesn't really have anything like that. Whereas like, I think every song on this record has a little hook like that. Has a little like, oh, that's the song where this happens.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Hum Hallelujah is also probably one of the best songs. And I get not wanting to have like
something eclipse it.
Yeah. Or just something that's like, oh, this just sounds like the, a B-list version of.
Yeah. I like this song better than Hum Hallelujah.
Oof. I don't know if I can go there.
I won't lie.
I mean, it's your favorite Fall Out Boy song.
Well, it's my favorite, I think, because I really like the lyrics.
The lyrics are so good.
I think the lyrics are like really interesting. I think there's some of the most like, I don't know, they're kind of cryptic, but still kind of like yearning and like.
I will point out, I mean, they have lyrical. The two songs we're talking about, Hum Hallelujah and G.I.N.A.S.F.S, they have lyrical similarities too.
Yeah.
Which also I think could have been contributing to it. But I do think the lyrics on this song are better.
I think they both have homoerotic undertones.
Okay, explain that part.
We can get. Well, do we want to get into that?
Yeah. Let's do it now. Let's do it now.
All right. So in my limited research of this song, because I've been a busy old bitch.
Yes, but, you have. Band's been in the studio.
The biggest thing I've seen as far as like meaning behind this song, which is completely unfounded as far as I can tell, is that
I'll find it.
Is that this song was written because Pete Wentz had a one-way crush on Mikey Way in 2007.
I don't think it was one way.
And
well, there was one way involved.
Yeah, like on Tumblr, this post says Pete Wentz was totally obsessed with Mikey Way in 2005 to 2007, while also crippled by hard depression at 27. And I was like, "Damn, man."
No, I don't think that happened. I really don't think that happened.
I think Pete Wentz. Well, okay, crippled by hard depression might be like a bit of some tough diagnosing right there. Pete Wentz has always been very open that he has bipolar.
Yeah.
Like from the start of their career. He's always like done interviews about it. He's always been like super like wanted to be open and like advocate for that and make that like part of kind of the Fall Out Boy story, I think. Mm-hmm. But no, that's absolutely some like fan interpretation, but like I do buy it a little bit. The song is also called Gay Isn't a Synonym for Shitty.
Yeah.
And Pete, like I saw like an interview thing that was in the Genius page for this song that was saying that like Pete was just really fed up with everybody calling things gay.
Yeah.
Because like back then that was much more cutting. Now I feel like it kind of made a comeback because gay people also don't give a shit about calling things gay.
Yeah.
But,
well,
like, is Pete gay? Like, does he have? Is he bi?
He said that he is bi.
He's
married, wife and kids and everything.
Yeah.
So it's
still can
like,
be bi.
You can still have some kind of arrangement going on though. You know?
We don't know, and it's not our business.
Yeah.
None of our business.
We can interpret. That doesn't mean there isn't homoerotic undertones.
Oh, absolutely.
And I think because I think there's too much like between both of these songs, too much like unrequited yearning.
Yeah.
And too much like I'm yearning so bad I can't even tell anybody.
Well, let's get our special guest. Everybody, please welcome Pete Wentz.
Wow.
Whoa.
It's Pete Wentz.
I also have a correction from the last time I was on.
Oh, yeah. Bring it up. Bring it up, baby.
Because I had a friend reach out to me and listen to the podcast. And
so I wanted to bring. This is no insight into like why this song was cut or anything, but Pete Wentz said in a 2013 interview at Reading and Leeds, he talked about that was the last time this song was mentioned, I suppose. I think it was just like a prevailing trend at the time. I think some people were saying it was just like so prevalent, like, oh, that's gay, that's gay. To me, it was more so like people just weren't looking more in depth than they could have. You like could have come up with a better synonym than that, Yeah. I don't know why there's so many likes in here. I mean, I get that that's the way he talks. That's the way I talk too, but not very good for print.
Well, yeah, they could have edited the likes out, but
suck my ass.
No, the
Genius.
kind of it's not really a correction, but it's kind of a correction. I should have mentioned this apparently the last time that I was on the pod. That because last time I was on the pod, "You're So Gay" by Katy Perry came up.
Yeah,
and
I think I brought that up.
Yeah, the rumor is though that song is about Pete Wentz.
Huh?
The song "You're So Gay" by Katy Perry is about Pete Wentz,
and they would have crossed paths at the time. Huh?
Okay, what year that's like 2010, right?
No, that's like 2007.
Yeah, by like 2010, Katy Perry was already in like Firework era and stuff.
Yeah, because 2000, because that was her first album, and
Come on, let your colors burst. All right,
that was "You're So Gay" was still on her first album, and she was doing Warped Tour touring.
That's right. That would have made sense. Yeah.
So, Katy Perry on Warped Tour is so funny.
That's how she linked up with 303.
That's
they were also doing Warped Tour.
I forget about the Katy Perry 303
connection.
Song.
Yeah.
That's so awesome. I love the culture.
They're more like 303 now because they're so old. All right.
When we saw them last year, they're like singing about "My First Kiss," and they're like 40.
Yeah, they're like 1,000.
It's like, damn, you just had that? That's crazy.
Yeah.
I wanted to touch on the because I don't deny that there's absolutely homoerotic undertones in G.I.N.A.S.F.S.
And you'd know them if you saw them.
Yeah. I think just like the reason I like whenever I hear people like describe it as Pete's in love with Mikey Way, it's just like, I don't know, that's real people that you're shipping right there. Like,
I mean, that's kind of the whole
kind of uncomfortable.
That is I feel like we've had a cultural understanding that celebrities are real people, and that's a more modern thing.
Yeah.
Because when I was like reading disgusting fan fiction when I was like fucking 12 years old,
yeah,
we didn't have that understanding.
No, absolutely.
Or we should have, but
like I'm not shitting on anyone who had that opinion back then.
Yeah.
And like, I mean, it's fun to like have that theory where it's just like, ooh, Pete was in love with Mikey Way and my two favorite bands have a romantic connection. But I feel like taking it any further than that is just kind of like,
So what do you guys perceive as homoerotic undertones in this song? Because I got nothing. But maybe that's because I'm so straight. I don't even notice shit like that, bro. Like,
dude, he's got to be talking about football.
I think it's
dude, he's totally talking about Call of Duty.
Specifically in the chorus when it's I slept with your old shirts and walked through this house in your shoes.
Yeah, sure.
Bottom behavior.
Where he's not gonna fit in a woman's shirt or a man's
unless it's
shoes.
a big woman, like 6'5".
I also think something about the
Pete Wentz's wife is taller than him.
So. I was gonna say he's a tall wife.
He's a tall wife. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
she's very beautiful though.
She's a very beautiful woman.
Hell yeah.
She's a very beautiful woman.
Very beautiful.
She's very beautiful.
Gotta stop this now. We're just gonna keep talking like this.
I'll slip into a flow state and I won't get out of it. What can you say about Peter Wentz? Peter. All right.
Hey, Peter.
Hey, Peter.
This is the other thing we'll slip into.
Peter. Get Fall Out Boy back together.
Hey, Peter.
Hey, Peter.
I hardly
Start
know
a band with BB Rex.
God.
Anyways, the chorus I think is what sells it as homoerotic, and also
I get it.
Like
all right.
It's a strange way of saying that I know I'm supposed to love you. I think that there's something. I think that means something.
Yeah. Well, you also were listening to the Dijon record, and you're like, this record's about getting your heart broken by a man. And I was like, there's a song called "The Dress" on it. I don't know what you're talking about.
No, the rodeo clown song.
You can have a female rodeo clown.
You met one?
Females can do rodeo.
You've never met a female rodeo clown.
I'm looking at one.
Oh,
damn!
That's a low blow. Come
Whoa!
on. Can't do this.
Yeah.
That song. No, I'm gonna phone a friend on that one after the pod. That song's about loving a man. That song's about getting your heart crushed.
Which
by
friend?
A man. I feel like Nat Lacuna would back me up on this.
All right.
I don't know who that is.
Okay. Sure. Yeah. No.
Yeah, we're wildly off topic now. Sorry.
I mean, there is somebody I could
still
call
on
who
topic.
would back me up on my thing, but it's fine.
I'm not saying that. Like maybe.
I also don't think it like
You're
matters
Dijon
that much.
for gay. I'm Dijon for straight. It's fine. It's cool.
I don't know, like, well, it does matter, because that's the whole point of the song. But you
What?
know. I was gonna say I don't know if it matters if it's about a boy or a girl, but like actually it kind of does.
Yeah, I suppose
mean,
it does.
no, this
Lil
song-
Nas X album would hit a lot different if it was about a woman, you know.
That's true.
You were talking about a car seat headrest album that is all about girls when Will Toledo is very gay.
Yeah,
And
that's because that's not about Will Toledo.
Yeah, no, and I think that's fine.
Yeah,
So maybe this is about. I don't know.
because
Could be about
I
two
get
other men.
like after finding out that because that was the first car seat headrest album I listened to, which I don't recommend if you're getting into car seat headrest. It's a fantastic album, but it's not indicative of them at all. But when I first got into it, I just like assumed that he was telling
straight.
the truth and like
yeah.
that he was straight. And then I found out later that he's
That boy gay.
that boy gay as hell. And that like enhanced the album for me because like he so convincingly told this story about like this character that he wrote about. And I was like, damn, this is really compelling storytelling.
There's a German shepherd in our front yard.
I was gonna say I just saw that walk by. I was like, what the fuck is this dog?
What
doing?
a sweet boy.
Wait, so the guy's gay and he wrote a song from the perspective.
He wrote a whole album that's like it's
from
not
the perspective of a straight man.
yeah, from the perspective
Might
of
be
a
the
straight
hardest thing
man
to
who
do of
like goes to
It'd be like if
parties
I
and
wrote
shit.
an album about loving a man. You know, like, it'd be really difficult for me. It'd be really hard. It'd
It'd be really difficult for me.
be really
But, like,
difficult for me to do that.
No, it's it's really funny though, like because if you have any knowledge of Will Toledo and Car Seat Headrest and how they started out, like he has a lyric on, and just to preface this before I say this lyric, I like men, but he
Yeah. Dawson is a gay guy.
not gay, I'm bi, but you know I do like men.
Not gay, bi. Dawson is a bi guy.
Yeah, I'm just gonna like
I like men.
I like men. If you didn't know that, now you know.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna double check this lyric.
It's I Like Men Tuesday. If you're still asleep.
If you're still asleep, kill yourself.
I Like Men Tuesday.
Oh yeah. So he has a song on his album 3 called "The Ghost of Bob Saget," and you might be able to see where this is going. The opening lyrics are, "Last night I was haunted by the ghost of Bob Saget. He said, 'You're more or less than just a And
Nice.
you know, if you have listened to that album and then you listen to Teens of Denial, yeah, you get it. He's not actually like talking about himself on that album.
Yeah.
That boy gay.
I did not know that Car Seat Headrest was dropping in slurs in their music. That's dope.
He's gay as fuck.
They
man.
might rock.
The next
I was gonna say
lyrics.
this is the most like information I've ever received about car seat.
The next
ever.
two
Yeah,
lyrics.
it is jarring.
The next two lyrics are, "So I put on a dress and followed him to heaven, but first I gave him a blowjob outside the 7-Eleven. Like, bruh.
This band rocks. I defend Car Seat Headrest. This is sick.
That
Yeah,
probably
Car Seat
happened.
Headrest rocks.
That's probably true.
With
yeah.
Bob Saget.
Well, that wouldn't surprise me if Bob Saget was just if he rocked like that.
There was a
you
whole
know?
drama with that where Bob Saget like
Did he not like the lyrics?
he like just he didn't know that that was lyrics, and he thought that people were just like bringing that up to him as like an actual thing that happened. It's like, you called this gay man the F slur, and then he's like, what the fuck? No, I didn't. And then he just like started blocking car seat headrest fans.
That's so sick. He rocks.
Yeah.
He's so cool.
It got cleared up, but like
nice.
It was really funny.
Anyway, what were we talking about? Oh, if this song's gay or not.
Yeah.
I don't think that totally matters whether the song is gay or not.
It definitely doesn't, but I do think, it
doesn't make it any better or worse.
I think it's about lots of conflicting feelings.
Yeah, no, definitely.
I'll say part of the reason that this song is my favorite is what's the line?
I wanted to bring up that another reason why this song could have been cut was because there's a line in "Thanks for the Memories" which was borrowed from a movie called Closer.
Oh, and this also has a line.
And this also has a line from that same movie. So I could foresee maybe just like, not only does it sound not only is it too similar to Hum Hallelujah, it is also, there's also like a fucking thing.
It just all around seems like a numb situation.
Yeah.
Which is unfortunate because this song rules.
This song's really good.
Yeah.
I thought they had played it live. Apparently they never have.
I don't think they ever have.
I wouldn't.
That's a bummer.
I kind of saw that coming because it's like a B-side.
Yeah, but they still play some like. There's been some weird shit that they've pulled out occasionally where I've been like, that's strange.
If you're gonna play songs from Infinity, there's like 5 other bigger songs to pick from.
Definitely. They've never played my favorite song. So.
Which one?
Oh, you'll see.
Okay.
You won't say?
No.
What's your favorite Fall Out Boy song?
I'm not gonna say.
He doesn't have to say.
What do you think it is?
Is it 27?
No.
Is it a Follier song?
No. It's a non-album song, actually.
It's a non-album song.
Yeah.
Is it Alpha Dog?
No.
Oh, okay.
Close, though. Anyway.
I think you've told me before.
It's From Now On We Are Enemies. That is...
I love that song.
You've told me that before.
That is like far and away the
song.
best song they've ever made. So
that's crazy.
Anyways, the line that makes this song kind of my favorite song from them is the lyric is, "And I've traced your shadows on the walls. No, I kiss them whenever I'm down."
Yeah, that's crazy.
And the way he delivers it is just like so good.
So well.
It's amazing. So well. That song's really like, I don't know.
This song lyrically,
I mean, I do think it's pretty funny that Pete made his friend sing about gay shit.
Pete went writing homoerotic lyrics for an unsuspecting Patrick Stump.
Is a very straight man, I think.
Yeah.
I don't know. I could be wrong. Patrick could be ace.
He's a wife guy.
But, he's got a wife.
He could have been a husband guy.
The same wife, right? They've been married for a while.
I think so. I don't know too well.
He's not very public, so
no.
I mean, yeah. I don't want to speculate on his love life.
You remember when Patrick Stump was in that episode of House?
Yes, I do.
Or was it Grey's Anatomy?
What the fuck was he doing there?
I think it was House. I want to say it's House.
Was he in House? It was one of those medical dramas. He just has an episode where he's just a doctor. Just one episode.
Yeah. Nice.
He like only has a couple lines.
Well, back then everybody got an episode of House.
Or it might have been Grey's Anatomy, I feel like. He's got his little glasses on. Like, it looks like Patrick Stump. Like, if you were in the
with
ER.
The lamb chops. Be like, this guy can't operate on me.
You're like, why is
he's wearing an I Heart Bingo hat?
Why does he have a newsboy hat on?
Did you watch the video for Hold Me Like a Grudge?
I don't think so, no.
Okay, so the whole premise of it is that Pete has been like bionically replaced. Like most of his body is like robotic.
As is his body in reality.
That's true. I got that new hip. No, so like the thing is like he quit Fall Out Boy, and there was like the whole thing is that he quit Fall Out Boy to like be a superhero. So he has to get everybody like back together because there's like some space-time continuum thing. And like Patrick's like a bodybuilder, and Joe is doing like motion capture stuff, and Andy's a monk, like, and all this stuff. And so they have to go back. the whole premise is they have to go back to the set of the This Ain't a Scene video.
Yeah.
Before like the whole audience in that video gets sucked into a giant I Heart Bingo hat. It's great.
That's
it's really
so
fun.
silly.
It's so great, dude. It's
That's hilarious.
Awesome.
That's for the real ones.
I know. It really is. They just put out like an extended cut too that's like 10 minutes long. It's great. It's really fun.
That's awesome.
Some lore, some deep lore. The one interaction I've ever had with Patrick Stump was Patrick Stump used to have a Tumblr account in like 2010 or 2011, I think. And you could send him questions on there. Mm-hmm. And sometimes he would just like, he wouldn't touch it very often, but sometimes he'd get on there every few weeks and he'd just answer a bunch of questions and like maybe post some stuff, his thoughts or whatever. And the only question I sent him was, where's the I Heart Bingo hat? Or I asked him what happened to it. And he said something like, I only wore that hat for like a year.
That's so good.
And then he just threw it away.
That's great.
Bingo.
I just remember he like answered my question. I was like, oh,
that's great.
Patrick Stump just talked to me. That's so
Interaction
crazy.
with a celebrity.
I had an interaction with Pete Wentz, but it was Black Cards related. So
I had one time Joe Troman replied to my tweet.
Joe used to reply to pretty much anything that I tweeted at him.
Yeah.
Which was great. Because I was like, me and Joe Troman are buds. Like, this is cool.
No,
That's
one time.
What that means. Yeah.
One time I was in.
Yeah, I had a parasocial relationship with him. And I have a parasocial relationship with all my friends now. So
yeah.
No difference.
One time I was being a huge fucking geek, and when Fall Out Boy did their first tour back from hiatus in like 2013, me and my friend like woke up at like 5 a.m. and like took the train down to Atlanta and camped out front.
Shout out Katie Gould.
Yeah. We camped out front of the Tabernacle, the venue that Fall Out Boy was playing at that night. And like at the Tabernacle, like the place where you're waiting in line, they just like, there's some gates, like some fence gates and stuff, and then all the buses are parked there, right? And they try to park those buses a little strategically, so that way they're kind of blocking the view of like people walking in and out of there. And for the most part, you just see people with gear and stuff. But I did like, we would stand by those fences and we'd like wait for all of them to like see if any of them would like come and talk to us or anything. Because supposedly that's how you could meet Fall Out Boy in the past, is if you waited out by the buses, by the gates, like after they cleared everything out for the night. But we were waiting, we saw like all of them kind of like they would walk in and out like between whatever, and I saw Joe carrying a yoga mat into the Tabernacle.
That's great.
Like a rolled up yoga mat, and I tweeted at him, I was like, hey, what's the yoga mat for? And he said to mind my own business.
That's great. That's awesome.
And I'm like, you know what, you're probably right.
Mind your own business. That's so fire.
I think at one point I tweeted at Patrick and I was like, can I have your guitar? And he just said no. I feel like that was like some deep Carson lore. But anyway, this very much feels like a song that could have been on, I mean, basically every record besides Folly.
Yeah.
I think it could have been on Folly.
This song? Nah.
I don't know.
I don't think there's as vast of a difference between, like, songwriting wise, between Infinity and Folly. I just think there's a huge difference production wise.
Well, so, and this is something I was thinking about because of the new album, which, by the way, we never gave our thoughts on it, but I just real quick, I really like it. So
I do too.
Yeah.
It's not bad.
Yeah.
It has some moments that I'm like, no.
Which ones? We'll get into that after.
We will shoot you in the head.
Yeah, we'll kill you.
Truthfully, I need to sit and listen to it more, but it truthfully has not grabbed me enough to sit and listen to it more. And also, I've been pretty much nonstop playing the
JPEG Mafia.
Yeah, that album.
Yeah,
that album's great.
Make
no mistake, that album is better, but that's just. I mean,
do think Scaring the Hose is better, but
yeah, no. Anyway, I was thinking about this because of the new record and because how they've talked so much about how like this is like, you know, they went into this record like, okay, what if we had made a record immediately after Foley? Like they've been saying a lot. And I think Foley is mostly because of the time frame and because of when it had to be made. I think Foley is the weirdest ideas from the Infinity on High sessions.
Sure.
And I think they were just like, fuck it. What if we actually made these like real songs? What if these were real Fall Out Boy songs? And I'm very open to being wrong about that. Just with the touring schedule of Infinity on High and how quick the turnaround is, Infinity being 2007, Folly being 2008. To me, it was
a very tail end of 2008, but like
still though, dude.
It got delayed at one point.
Yeah, I mean they did a live DVD. They did so much shit.
Oh, that's true. Because Live in Phoenix
has no Folly songs. So,
dang.
By the way, it is Foley.
Yeah,
and I've been saying it wrong my entire life, I guess. So
it's Foley.
It's Foley.
Foley ado.
Yes,
it's French. So isn't it like
yeah, it sounds like
we're not French. So.
Yeah, and if you're French on this podcast, remember it's Fuck a Man Tuesday. Anyway,
for French people, every day is
I
have sex with men Tuesday.
I love Men Tuesday. Yeah. Yeah, and this song feels like a backwards progression. It feels like, and it's a great song. It is so good. If it was on Cork Tree, it would be the best song on that record.
Yeah.
Like better than my favorite song on Cork Tree, better than XO.
Your favorite song on Cork Tree?
Absolutely. That song's incredible. That and From Now On We Are Enemies, like the two of those switch back on my favorite.
By the way, I think I remember last time XO came up, I think I said something like I don't like it very much or something.
Mm-hmm.
I re-listened to it. I like it.
Yeah, we talked about this.
Oh,
we texted about this. Didn't we? You were like, XO is actually really good.
Maybe. I don't remember.
Well, because I put it on my story of like sometime. I don't know. It doesn't matter.
Yeah. I just remember somebody like somebody got to my personal Twitter account, which like we promote the
we promote our band's Twitters.
We promote our band's Twitters on these, which is funny. And then somebody found my personal Twitter account, which is not hard to find, and then tagged me and was like, "Why don't you like XO?" And I was like, "I don't remember."
Yeah. Well, anyway, I this just feels like all the progression that they made on Infinity. This feels like it doesn't have any of that really, other than just really, really, really tight songwriting.
Well, I think that's why I like this song, is that it feels still kind of like a punk song. Because this one's a little quicker, I feel like.
It's
I think it's like the fastest song.
Yeah, it's a little faster than
from this era. Yeah.
It's the least theatrical out of this whole album.
Yeah, too. That's what I'm getting at. I don't want to use the word theatrical, so I've been avoiding it.
I was a theater kid.
Another theory, though, that it's a little less theatrical. It's also because it's also faster. I think part of the reason the song didn't make it is because if it did do well, Patrick would have to sing it, and this song seems like it would be impossible to sing.
Hard to sing, yeah.
Like it's too quick, and it's like.
That being said, they did still play "Miss Missing You," which is the hardest song. I think Patrick said that's the hardest song they've ever had to record. Is "Miss Missing You"?
I guess. Well, that song's just so.
That song's fucking.
I hate
stupid.
it sometimes when vocalists record something that's like just at the very top end.
Yeah,
of their
why would
register.
anyone do that?
Well,
yeah, why would someone do that? Why would a vocalist?
No. I get you want to write a harmony or something like that. One of my biggest like things that just makes me mad about the music that I have loved and enjoyed over the years is 21 Guns by Green Day. Billy Joe Armstrong wrote the sing the hook to that.
21 guns.
It's
later.
He's never sung it correctly live.
Really?
It always sounds a mess. And that song was huge. You couldn't go anywhere.
Very big, yeah.
You could not go anywhere without hearing that song for a minute. And like the music video was all iconic. That song went everywhere. And
yeah.
I think I saw Green Day twice when they toured off that album too. Mm-hmm. And he just sounded like shit both times.
Nice.
You saw them with AFI, right?
Yeah, it was so funny. Nobody gave a fuck about AFI.
Yeah, no one cared.
Like, not even Green Day fans that are like fucking old heads. Like, I don't know who. I feel like I hear like, I don't know, hardcore metalcore kids on Twitter.
People love AFI, dude.
Yes, and I'm like, what? What do you love about AFI? I don't get it.
The last time I saw them was because Circa was out with them.
Interesting.
And I stayed for like 3 AFI songs, and I was like, I understand the appeal of this, but I was like,
I'd watch Miss
I'm
Murder.
good though. They opened with it, dude. It was sick.
And you can fucking soy face at it. Like, oh, this is a Guitar Hero.
I love Guitar
I got
Hero.
a 98%.
Hey! Yeah. That song's not hard either.
I've seen that song. Yo.
I've heard that's like also like not a great representation of that band, but
yeah, that
whatever.
Seems fair. Like, I don't know.
Anyway, yeah, I do think this song would be hard to play. I mean, from note one, it's I love everything about this. So it's like
there's also just so many little like quick little consonants and like stuff in that song. Like that one's really quick. I feel like Patrick had to I mean, not just that the punk songs are less accessible and stuff like that, but I feel like there's a couple of From Under the Cork Tree songs that I think he had to learn the hard way, that singing some of those really quick songs like every night on stage for months straight at a time like is just hard to do.
Well, I mean, and there's probably good evidence for that just based on how little of Cork Tree they play live. I mean, even well into like the Live in Phoenix thing, like I think they play I Slept With Someone, they play the singles, of course.
Yeah.
But they don't play like 7 Minutes in Heaven, they don't play fucking Sophomore Slump, they don't play Our Lawyer. Like there's so much shit that they just do not get to because like I mean, and the Live in Phoenix DVD, he fucks up Sugar We're Going Down like bad. Like he cannot sing that song back then.
Live in Phoenix. If we talked about this last time I was on the pod though, that like the one good thing about current Fall Out Boy is that he's a better vocalist.
He's so much better. He's so much better
now than they were back then. But
which it's funny, like, you know, they're never gonna play a show where they just don't play Sugar We're Going Down.
Sure.
But like every time I've seen them, which I've only ever seen them post hiatus, every time I've seen them, that is like one of the low points in the set where I'm just like, why are we doing this? Like I get that you have to play it, but like Dance Dance always sounds so much better and is always such a highlight.
You know, Patrick Stump has said that or at least pre-hiatus, has said that he thinks that's the best song he's ever written. He said that
as recently as Mania.
Really?
Is that Dance Dance is the best song that they've ever made.
I always wonder about that.
Yeah.
I think it's a great song. Don't get me wrong.
I see why. Like it's
I don't know.
The chorus is like fucking insane.
That song's so good. That song is
it's just
unbelievable.
It's written so tightly. Like it's you cannot fuck with that song. Like,
I don't know. There's nothing bad about that song, I don't think. I think it's like it's also one of their like darker cuts.
Yeah.
Which,
I was gonna say that,
God,
like,
I love when they do that shit.
That was it like a post-chorus thing, or is it the bridge that I'm thinking of?
Why don't you show?
Yeah,
that part.
Where,
sorry, everybody. That part.
Yes.
That's like one of the best things ever made.
Yeah.
Like not even for that band, like for music. For music, that's one of the best things to ever happen to it. Is that
maybe he is right? Maybe Patrick Stump is right.
I don't know if he's right, because like there are things that I could bring up where like another unfuckwithable song. If we're just talking about unfuckwithable Fall Out Boy songs, I think it's Dance Dance, America's Sweethearts.
America's Sweethearts, in my opinion, is the weakest cut on
Shut
Fall Out Boy.
What
up.
the
That
fuck?
song is incredible, dude. That song is unfuckwithable.
Are you telling me that when like towards the end of the song, when the rest of the instruments drop out and it's just the two guitars and they go like bam, bam, you don't lose your shit?
That's one of the best. Oh God, I can't wait.
That's
to
one of the best
episode.
2 seconds of music ever.
We're bringing you back for that episode too.
Any Folie songs, you already know I'm a nerd about that album.
Oh yeah.
It's just, and I don't even hate that song. Yeah. I just think it's the weakest cut.
Okay,
on the whole entire album.
What would you on the level of Dance Dance? What's another unfuckwithable song? I will also posit This Ain't a Scene is a unfuckwithable song.
I mean,
I think that's like one of the best songs ever written.
Considering the name of this podcast.
Yeah. Yeah. But that's a song where like if that's on the radio, if that comes up on shuffle, anything of that nature, I'm not turning it off.
Yeah.
Because it's so good. So I mean, I think America's Sweethearts is in that conversation.
Maddie's on her phone.
No,
she doesn't have
like,
shit off
I'm
the top of her head.
Don't get me wrong. I do have brain damage, and I can't remember song titles like ever. But
Drain Bramage.
What?
So true.
What do I think is
from the Bahaman, demon overlord Bahaman.
Demon overlord Bahaman.
I'm just trying to.
I don't know. I don't know what I would put with unfuckwittable. Unfuckwittable.
Yeah.
Maybe Disloyal Order.
I see. Disloyal Order is.
I know it reads too much like an intro track, but I also think it's one of the best intro tracks.
It's so good
ever written. Like it's instantly.
There's a conversation to be had about whether Thriller is a better opener or not, but I think Disloyal Order takes
I think Disloyal Order.
Thriller's definitely in the conversation of like their best openers, but
yeah.
I mean, I think Love from the Other Side. God damn, what a good intro track. So good. So
I need to sit with the new record more. I feel bad.
You do. You kind of have to just like get over. You have to kind of like kill the part of you that cringes a little bit, because there are moments where I'm like, okay, but like now I've kind of come to like them a lot. Like Good right now, the fucking doo-wop song.
Yeah.
Now I love it. Now I'm like, that song's so fun.
I posted on my story. I was like, listen, this song, it should not be good. I should not like this song. But against all logic and reason, it kind of fucks.
Dude, that ends What a Time to Be Alive. Like, there's so much about that song I should hate, and I love it. I also think Fake Out is like...
That was just like unironic, like fucking incredible.
When I posted that on my story when the album came out, I said I'm twirling around like I'm in a Gap commercial. That is how that song makes me feel. Like I'm like, and it was all a fake out. Like I love that song. That song's so good.
Just angelic song.
Yeah, I think you should sit with it.
I liked that Heaven, Idaho song.
Heaven,
Iowa.
Yeah.
Idaho.
I like that one a lot. I like
Idaho, more like.
Got your ass.
Gotcha.
What? What'd you say?
Idaho? Instead of Idaho?
What?
What?
What'd you do?
You've got to be squidding me.
So let's
Have you not heard me do
squidding?
Yeah.
Like a squid, like a sea creature.
Have you not heard me do that one before?
No. That's so awesome, dog. Let's standout lyrics to everybody. I mean, I'm just
this whole song.
Mine, but
this whole song, honestly.
Yeah.
Like, but in specific,
I love Born Under a Bad Sign. You Saved My Life.
That's also a great lyric.
Up on the roof of your hotel, Fiddler on the roof. What are we doing here?
Hardly Know Her on the Roof. For
Hardly
real.
Know Her on the Roof. You know what? I'm just gonna stop calling you out on that joke. I still don't think it's funny, but
I'm unstoppable.
It is great.
You can't stop me.
Yeah, That Night on the Roof of Your Hotel. I mean, listen, bands tour and go to hotels together.
They do.
So
and then they fall in gay love.
And then they fall in gay man
with
love.
the bassist of the other band.
Yeah.
Sure.
Me when I fall in gay love with the bassist of the other band.
Cross my heart and hope to die, splintered from the headboard in my eye. Oh, I mean, listen, you're having such good gay man sex that you hit the headboard.
Look,
listen,
I'm telling you.
Photo-proof kisses I remember so well.
Look, if y'all ever need
that whole bridge is my standout.
Any homoerotic undertone readings for any Fall Out Boy song,
yeah,
I bet I could find them.
Yeah, no, for sure. I mean, frequent guest, like frequent is in bold italics, buddy. So
that I'm here.
Yeah, that
frequently.
You're here. Yeah, that you're here.
Yeah, by all means.
It's only been one episode since you haven't been here.
Yeah.
So, you know, you can read into Man Love anytime you would like.
I often do.
Yeah.
Type emo boys kissing into the YouTube search bar.
Is that's what this episode should be named? Emo boys kissing.
No, can you name it? Gabe isn't a synonym for Siski.
No,
maybe. I mean,
I like emo boys kissing.
Emo boys kissing is short and to the point.
Yeah.
Sure.
It gets the point across so that emo boys do be kissing.
I'm giving this song a 10.
Oh, the song's an 11.
Yeah. 9.
Okay, cool.
That's fair.
What brings it down for you? Any criticisms?
It's not even that there are criticisms. It's just like for me, tens, just like in general, whether it's like film albums, like there's just something else about them where like it just it makes my brain go wow.
Yeah.
And that's what the little guy inside your brain sounds like.
The little guy in my brain just goes wow.
I also want to bring up Unfuckwithable. I'd like to throw out another Unfuckwithable 11 out of 10 if I can remember the fucking song title because it just came to me and I was like, oh, that song's Unfuckwithable. It's The Afterlife of the Party, I would call complete and total Unfuckwithable song.
How's that one start again?
That is
See, I
Blood
hate
cells pixelate, eyes dilate.
That song is good. Something about, is it like the violin tracks or whatever?
Yeah. It opens like a Wizard 101 song.
Yes, that's something so weird. Also, you know, thinking about it, that song kind of like almost gives like a sneak peek into the Folie. Because to me, that feels more like a Folie song than like.
I know. I would still call it Unfuckwithable. I think that song's near perfect.
It is a good song.
Anyway,
it is a good song.
It's a weird one too.
It is a weird one
for them and for that album. But yeah.
Anything we got to get into or wheel time?
I just wanted to shout out the "It's a Strange Way of Saying That I Know I'm Supposed to Love You" lyric again.
Like, it's a good lyric.
Something about that, you know, elicits a feeling of pure and utter hopelessness in me, and you know. There's one thing I like in music is pure and utter hopelessness.
Yeah.
Which is why I'm doing a Fall Out Boy podcast. But yeah, I just wanted to shout that out. Good ass song. I don't think we don't have any other corrections or anything as far as I know. I just I think it's wheel time. How long have we been going for?
An hour 10?
Hour 11.
Okay,
11.
yeah. I think it's wheel time.
Wheel time, baby.
Wheel.
Maddie, since you're our guest, you are going to spin this.
What?
So, yeah, that's
what?
Right. That's right. You get to spin it.
Holy crap.
Holy fuck. All right.
Wait.
Oh, wait.
Do I press?
Are you recording? Okay, you are recording.
I'm recording.
Holy crap.
All right, we're spinning the wheel.
The wheel is spinning.
The wheel. We're spinning the wheel. The wheel is spinning.
And our lawyer.
Wow. Our lawyer made us change the name of this song so we won't get sued.
It's a good song.
It's a good song.
Yeah. Our first Cork Tree song, everybody.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
finally, some good fucking music.
All right. Well,
Maddie, thank you so much for being here. Where can people find you?
You know, at LineMade666 on Twitter, please.
Yeah.
That's where you can find me. We can hang out there.
Yeah.
I'm guessing if you're listening to this, you've already followed me there, but.
At LineMade666 on Twitter for Maddie Caffrey. Wow, perfect timing. Just gonna roll out the red carpet for the rest of the shit. If you don't have anything else to shout out, Maddie.
Shout out the 19 people that gave us 5 stars on Spotify. Thank you
very
much.
What?
Yeah.
Keep giving us
people.
19 5-star reviews.
Keep giving us 5-star reviews, and maybe we'll read one of them on the podcast.
I wanted to throw out. This is something that I would like everybody to do. You don't have to share this podcast on your Instagram story. You don't have to, tweet about it. You don't have to do shit. I just want you to send this episode or any of the other episodes that you like to one person that you think that you think would enjoy this.
I'll also say you should also send us $5.
Yeah.
Also, all 3 of us $5.
Send all 3 of us.
Carson Pace 4 on Venmo.
My Venmo is the same as my Twitter.
I'm at Peanut Reject on Venmo. Send me $5.
Are you allergic to peanuts? Is that why?
No, I'm not.
So, okay, we don't have to get.
Yeah, we don't have to get into
the story.
Roll out the red carpet. Follow Carson and I's bands, and also Maddie is in Carson's band, at Calloused Boys on Twitter, at the Calloused Boys on Instagram, at Bummerhill ATL on Twitter, at Bummerhill on Instagram. New music soon
from everybody. Yeah,
from some people for sure.
Okay.
Bye.
I love you.